The average American is carrying over $37,000 in personal debt as of July 2026. But here's what most people don't know.
With the right strategy, you can become completely debt-free in just 12 months. Not 5 years, not 10 years, 1 year. I'm going to show you the exact 7-step framework that's helped thousands of people eliminate their debt in 2026. And it starts with something most financial experts won't tell you. But first, you need to understand why most debt payoff plans fail. Because if you don't know this, you're setting yourself up for failure before you even start. Let's dive in. Step 1 is facing the brutal truth. You need to know exactly how much debt you have, down to the penny. No estimates, no rounding, real numbers. Most people avoid this step because it's terrifying. But here's the thing. You can't defeat an enemy you refuse to look at. Grab every credit card statement, every loan document, every piece of debt you have. Create a simple spreadsheet with 4 columns. Creditor name, total balance, interest rate, minimum payment. Once you see the total, don't panic. Panic is the enemy of progress. This number is just information, and information gives you power. In 2026, the average household with credit card debt owes over $8,000 just on cards alone. Add in car loans, student loans, and personal loans, and it skyrockets. But here's the good news. If they did it, so can you. Now let's talk about how to create your attack plan. Step 2 is choosing your debt payoff method. There are 2 proven strategies, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. Both work, but they work differently. The debt snowball means paying off your smallest balance first, regardless of interest rate. This gives you quick wins and psychological momentum. It's emotional, and emotions drive behavior. The debt avalanche means attacking your highest interest rate first. This saves you the most money mathematically. It's logical, but it can feel slow if your highest rate debt has a big balance. Here's what I recommend for most people. If your debts are all similar sizes and rates, go avalanche. If you have a mix and need motivation, go snowball. The best method is the one you'll actually stick with. Once you pick your method, commit to it. No switching halfway through. No second guessing. Trust the process and execute. Now calculate how much extra you can throw at your debt each month beyond minimum payments. Even an extra $200 per month changes everything. Step 3 is income acceleration. This is the secret weapon most people ignore. You can only cut expenses so much, but your income potential is unlimited. In 2026, the gig economy is bigger than ever. Food delivery, freelancing, consulting, online tutoring. There are dozens of ways to add $500 to $2,000 extra dollars per month. Every single dollar from your side hustle goes straight to debt, not to lifestyle inflation, not to new purchases, directly to crushing your debt. If you add just $800 per month in side income, that's $9,600 in 1 year going straight to debt elimination. That could wipe out multiple credit cards. But what if you can't start a side hustle? Then negotiate a raise at your current job. In 2026, employees who ask for raises get them 40% of the time. Document your wins, quantify your value, and ask. The worst they can say is no. The best they can say adds thousands to your annual income. And if your current employer won't pay you what you're worth, start looking elsewhere. Job hopping in 2026 still yields the highest salary increases for most workers. Remember, this is temporary. 1 year of intense focus on income growth will change your financial life forever. Step 4 is cutting expenses strategically. Notice I said strategically, not drastically. Extreme deprivation leads to burnout and failure. Start with the big 3: housing, transportation, and food. These account for 60 to 70% of most people's spending. Small changes here create massive savings. Can you get a roommate for 1 year? Can you refinance your car or sell it and buy something cheaper with cash? Can you meal prep instead of eating out? These aren't fun decisions, but they're temporary, and they're powerful. Cutting your rent by $500 per month is $6,000 toward debt this year. Next, audit your subscriptions. Streaming services, gym memberships, subscription boxes. The average American has 12 active subscriptions in 2026, spending over $300 per month. Cancel everything except one or two you actually use. You can always resubscribe after you're debt-free. For food, meal planning is your weapon. One grocery trip per week, cook in batches, pack your lunch. This alone can save $300 to $500 monthly. And here's a controversial take. Don't eliminate everything fun. Budget $50 to $100 per month for something you enjoy. Sustainable intensity beats unsustainable perfection. Step 5 is building your motivation system. Because here's the truth. Getting out of debt is 20% strategy and 80% psychology. Create a visual tracker. Some people use a thermometer drawing that they color in. Others use a debt-free chart. Make it visible where you see it every single day. Celebrate milestones. When you pay off a debt, do something small but meaningful. Not something that costs money, but something that acknowledges your progress. Find an accountability partner, someone on the same journey, or someone who believes in you. Check in weekly. Share your wins and your struggles. Join online communities focused on debt freedom. In 2026, there are amazing forums and social media groups where people share their journeys and encourage each other. And when you feel like quitting, remember your why. Why do you want to be debt-free? Write it down. Read it when motivation fades. Step 6 is protecting your progress. This means making it impossible to go back into debt during your payoff year. Freeze your credit cards. Literally put them in a block of ice in your freezer. Or cut them up if you don't trust yourself. You can't impulse buy if the card isn't accessible. Step 7 is having a mini emergency fund. Even just $500 to $1,000. This prevents you from going back to credit cards when unexpected expenses hit. Yes, it slows your debt payoff slightly, but it's insurance against backsliding. And backsliding destroys momentum faster than anything else. Now let's talk about what happens when life punches you in the face. Because it will. Car breaks down. Medical bill. Something always comes up. Don't give up. Adjust. Use that emergency fund if needed. Pause your debt snowball for 1 month to handle the crisis. Then jump right back in. One setback doesn't erase months of progress. It's just a detour, not a dead end. The people who become debt-free aren't perfect. They're persistent. If you do all 7 steps consistently for 12 months, you will be shocked at your progress. Most people following this framework eliminate $20,000 to $40,000 of debt in 1 year. And if you don't quite hit zero in 12 months, you'll be closer than you ever imagined possible. And you'll have the skills to finish strong. If this video gave you the roadmap you needed, smash that like button right now and subscribe to Operation Wealthy. We drop practical money strategies every single week. Your debt-free journey starts today. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Right now. Take step 1. Face your numbers and start building the life you deserve.